Have you ever been witness to racism, Amanda?
Absolutely. Uh, gosh, to think about one event, I can't, but I know I see it. I mean, I'll go back to my childhood. Um, my uncles used to say the M word all the time. So I grew up around it. Um, I didn't understand it. My dad didn't use those words. They were his brothers, but yeah, it was definitely around me growing up.
Did anyone ever check him on saying it?
My husband actually did. When we went to visit with our son, he did. He's like, "Don't use that word around my child." So,
And what was your
but
what was your reaction to that? Because like this is before your revelation. So this is
right,
happening,
yeah.
right? So
Um, I was very appreciative that he was brave enough to say it because nobody else in my family was. We just accepted that that's what they said, that's who they were. We never questioned it. We never, and that's kind of like my life was like, we just ignored it. We knew it was there, but we didn't do anything about it. And he boldly did. He stepped up and said something. And now I'm trying to. So,
that's amazing. That's amazing. And you know, that's what we call growth, right? So like the you back then who, you were trained. First of all, you gotta give yourself some grace here, okay? You were trained to ignore racism. Okay, you were
mhm.
taught to ignore racism. So um, we all are. I was taught to ignore racism. Okay, I was taught that I should never use race as an excuse for why something didn't happen for me, even though constantly race was the reason why things were not happening for me, as I would find out, over through the years, for different opportunities and different reasons. Um, people act like it's impossible to find out, but it's really not. um, you know, that's one thing. Have you ever been witness to like a white person telling a black person what they should think
Mm.
about race or racism that you can think of?
Hopefully that's not off the top of my head.
I mean, it happens so often. It's so incredible to me, especially on social media. And people will be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, like, they'll just try to tell you about like the life that you're actually living." Like it's so weird, and you're just like, well, like I don't know what to say because like I'm like actually in a body that is black, experiencing the things that the person you're referencing wrote a book about. Like, so all I can say is like, this is I'm here, and that's another part of the humanity thing, not listening to black people, not accepting our experiences as being valuable or worthy of respect and introspection by other people who are not experiencing it. That is something that has been passed down through the generations as well, right? I mean, think about it. How are you supposed to enforce these crazy rules about the fact that your skin color means that you're less of a human if like you need some way of keeping that delusion alive, but we never talk about that. We don't talk about what enormous power it must have taken to allow such a delusion to thrive for that many years.